watching movies and dying inside.
Hi there, gang. I just saw 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, written by Alex Garland and directed by Nia DaCosta, now in theaters. This picks up immediately following the events of 2025's 28 Years Later, finding Alfie Williams Spike forced to join the Jimmies, a group of reckless, sadistic young survivors led by Jack O'Connell's Jimmy. All of the Jimmies are called Jimmy. It sounds confusing, but it's not really. Meanwhile, Ray finds Ian Kelson, a doctor who found purpose in a post-rage virus world by memorializing the dead in his ossuary, the titular Bone Temple, discovers that repeated exposure to a chemical cocktail of his making has the potential to reduce and possibly cure the rage virus. And this right here, is genuinely fascinating, with Fiennes giving an excellent and nuanced performance as a man with literally nothing left to live for, finding a new purpose in friendship with Chi Lewis Perry's alpha-infected Samson. And then there's the Jimmies. 28 Years Later was an imperfect but interesting view into a world dealing with the rage virus, now several generations deep, with a bizarre and off-putting ending, introducing the Jimmy Gang, who despite O'Connell's interesting performance are bland and one-dimensional, weird for the sake of being weird, and so poorly sketched out as characters, you assume there's so many of them in order to slowly pick them off during the film while having a few backups. Maybe we're to think of them as interesting and quirky with their matching wigs and love of Teletubbies, but instead they just pull focus from Fiennes' superior storyline. There's exactly half of an interesting film here in 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. It's smaller than the last film, but more focused and character-driven, dealing with a singular aspect of this world rather than a whole community. Maybe you think the Jimmies are a hoot, but for me, even as very, very, very good as this film can be, I still cannot recommend it.